Okay, we're back, and as you can see by the title, today is my second top 10. A different kind of top 10, actually. Top 10 Mega Evolutions. Now, Mega Evolutions are really special to me, honestly. X and Y was a big part of the reason why I still play Pokemon, a big part of why I still love Pokemon, but this top 10 is a little different from my last one, other than the fact that it's a completely different topic. This one's unscripted. Last one I had very, I could read off what I was saying. It sounded like I was reading it too, which is why, one of the reasons why this is unscripted. But hopefully this doesn't completely fail. Then I'm going to have to record it again. That would suck. But hopefully this is going up on YouTube as it is unscripted. But let me just explain how I'm going to do this list. Basically, I'm going to touch on 3 major topics for each Pokemon. Design, shiny, and its competitive, its tier. But that doesn't really affect my opinion because I don't battle competitively. It's just something that I'm going to touch on. And sometimes you have additional topics, sometimes it happens that way. Now, let's just start the video. So, Pokemon X and Y touched on the strength aspect and the mind aspect for this specific Pokemon. This Pokemon was Mewtwo. Pokemon X had Mega Mewtwo X, but today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Y's Mewtwo, which is Mega Mewtwo Y. Now, Mega Mewtwo Y focused more on the mind aspect than the strength that was given to Mega Mewtwo X. Its design, its tail comes out of the head, which, you're kind of focusing on the head. That's what the brain is where the mental aspect comes from. It's kind of like a point where I really don't know why I like this Pokemon. It just has like an appealing aspect to it. It also was like a female approach to Mewtwo, which I really like. It's something different, something new, something unique. That's really cool to me, honestly. The shiny is just solid. I mean, I wouldn't really say anything else about it. Before it was purple and darker purple, now it's purple and green, more of a contrast. I mean, I like it more than the original, which is important. Competitive, it's obviously Ubers. It's legendary. It's been Ubers since its debut in Pokemon Gen 1. I think it's the only Pokemon that's been Ubers since the very beginning. Yeah, that's Mega Mewtwo Y for you. Mega Lucario. So Mega Lucario is another Pokemon that I've heard mixed reviews about. But for me, it's a great Pokemon. Its hair is good. It's better than the normal form, than its original form, not the Mega form. I think it's better than that. The red tips really, I don't know, they do something for me. They're cool. It's more jagged, they're longer, they're more like Dread. Seems like he's more of a seasoned fighter, like a veteran, than more like a rookie. Lucario doesn't seem like a rookie. Lucario seems like he's in the middle of his fighting career, while Mega Lucario looks like a seasoned veteran that would beat the crap out of you. The eyes also give confidence. They changed the eyes. It seems like it gives more confidence to Mega Lucario. It looks like he would beat you up and not care about it. Like, he looks like he would really be fighting you. And the extra spikes, I don't know, it's something subtle, but it's something that I feel like Mega Lucario needed. Its shiny is, unfortunately, really bad. I don't like this shiny at all. The greenish yellow color just looks like, looks like vomit. It's nasty. I don't like it at all. So it's one of the reasons why it's so far down on this list. Honestly, if its shiny was better, maybe it would have made number 8, number 7, but it is on number 9 on this list. Competitively, it is Ubers as well. It has a super high speed. Well, it's not super high, but it has a pretty high speed. I think it's 110, and it's a mixed attacker. It's got around the same special attack and attack, but it's more of like a glass cannon. Its defenses are in the 70s and 80s, I think, so ooh, it'll be a nice attacker. But like I said, competitive doesn't affect my opinion too much. Mega Bayonet. Mega Bayonet I like more because of the design aspect more than anything else. Like the backstory that it's given. It's given a really nice backstory. Now, I didn't do too much research, but from what I've heard, I think Bayonet is a thrown-away doll that wants revenge on its owner, which is why it's a ghost and dark type. It's a ghost type because the doll was thrown away, so it's spirit. And it's a dark type because, obviously, dark doesn't mean like dark, it means evil, which, since it wants revenge, it is like that makes it evil. It's just seeking revenge out on its owner, and I feel like if Mega Bayonet ever found the owner, it looks like it would kill it. The Mega unzips and lets the angry spirit out. That's just an insane way to do a Mega. I really think that this could have been a normal evolution, and there's another Mega that I'm gonna put on this list that should have been a normal evolution, but it could be a Mega as well. It's a really good design. It's got a really good design to it. That's just the fact that the Mega unzips to reveal the Angry Spirit is just an insane concept. I love that. Shiny is a subtle change. It changes all the black on the Shiny to like a blue with a little bit of green. It's like a tealish color. Maybe I'm using the wrong color, but it's like a bluish, light blue color. And that's a subtle change for me, but it's a large improvement. I really like the Shiny a lot more than the original. The blue contrasts a lot with the pink, so it's like it makes it a lot better. Competitive, it's rarely used, which is unfortunate. That's, for me, in my opinion, it's like slightly below average. That's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it doesn't really matter for me, honestly. So, take Electric, which you can really see follows a design standpoint. Like, you know that it's after lightning, and that's why it's an electric dog. And then when Manectric came along, it kind of lost this concept. Like, it was a dog, had yellow hair. You think maybe it's electric, maybe it could be something else. Maybe they're going for a water type. It's blue, but you can't really tell what design they were going for with Manectric. It really just lost the lightning concept. But the Mega brought this back, obviously turning into a huge lightning bolt. I just love it for some reason. It's amazing. I love the fact that it brought the concept back. The Shiny even more highlights the lightning because the gray, when it changed from blue to gray, the gray is really like, you know, the dark clouds that create that lightning, or not create, but maybe create. You know what? Science. The dark clouds that really have that go with the lightning, you know. Competitively, it's underused, which is, you know, that's okay. That's pretty average. You know, like, at least you get the ability Intimidate. That's a really nice ability. Mega Houndoom. Now, its design, it highlights the evil theme. I think it really does do that. It really looks like it would kill you. Mega Houndoom looks like it wants to kill something. It really brought more of the bones to it, which is, I think, something it needed, because you would look at it and you'd be like, fire, it's like a fire dog. It has, like, the bones, so you would think, okay, maybe a dark type, maybe a ghost type, who knows, but then it really, like, they really highlighted the bones, and it does highlight the evil theme for me. I'm using the word highlight a lot. Like Mega Bayonet, I think this should have been a normal evolution, while the Mega should have been Houndour, Houndoom, and then whatever they wanted to name this one for the third evolution. Then the Mega could have been like a three-headed hellhound, more like Cerberus in the Underworld, which would have been a really cool concept. I think there's art about it online. If there is, I'll pop it up on the screen right now. If not, I mean, I thought I came up with this myself, but it seems like such a simple concept that plenty of people probably thought of this already. So, I'm probably going to pop that up on the screen for you guys right now. It's shiny. Is pretty average. I don't like it or hate it. Changed from black to navy. That's not a really big change. And unlike Mega Bayonet, it doesn't really do anything for me. Doesn't have a huge improvement. You know, navy blue contrasts less with the white of the bones than the black does. So it's kind of like, yeah. But it contrasts more with the red. So it's like, I would take either one when it comes to this shiny for Houndoom or normal Houndoom. I would take either one for Mega Houndoom. Competitively, it is underused, and that's, you know, that's whatever for me. It's pretty average. You know what? Mega Steelix. The crystal aspect of this Pokemon is probably the entire reason why it's so high up on this list, because I guess it's the only change, so that would make sense. It's just so cool. You would think this is a metal Pokemon, Steelix. It's metal, it's a steel type. That's cool, but then you add the crystals, and not only is it like an aesthetic improvement, it's like, I guess it is just an aesthetic improvement. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just so in awe with the fact that Game Freak made this change to that Pokemon, and it's just so beautiful. It's so nice. Mega Steelix looks so cool, and I don't know what kind of science Game Freak put behind this, but I think maybe the density or something gives it its own like orbit of crystals, just orbiting around its head, which is really, it's a really nice change. I really like that touch, that attention to detail that Game Freak pays to this Pokemon. It's shiny. I would rank it at around above average. It's yellow, and I think it would have been better if it looked more golden, which is like they had the right idea with it. If it would have looked more golden, it would be nice. But yellow is close enough to gold to the point where I can say, okay, there was like an idea behind this shiny. There was like a nice. There was a attention to detail. There was like a thought behind it, and it's a thought that counts, you know. Competitively, it is rarely used, which is really unfortunate. I don't remember if this is one of the Pokemon that was on a ban list or a borderline, but I do remember that it was and rarely used. So that's kind of sad, but you know, it doesn't really affect me. Mega Pidgeot. This Pokemon is so hype on this list because it builds on a Pokemon that I already loved. Well, it may not fall into my top 10 or even top 17, I guess, with those honorable mentions. It was definitely on my consideration list for a very long time. I'd say Mega Pidgeot is probably in my top 20 Pokemon. I'm not Mega Pidgeot. Normal Pidgeot's probably in my top 20 Pokemon just because I love it so much. Its feathers just look great. You know, the change they made to its feathers on its head? They were already pretty cool. They looked like, you know, long hair. But then it turned into like this spiky, cool thing with this little hair strand just hanging down, looking like some anime haircut. It just looks really nice. And when it's gliding instead of flying like it is, like you might see, I don't know if I'm using moving sprites or not for this video. Who knows of these Pokemon. But when it's gliding, it looks more focused on its opponent, and it looks more focused on destroying whatever Pokemon is facing, which is really nice. It's a really nice touch that was added, so I really like it. The shiny, just what can you say? Absolutely amazing. It's a small change, again, like Mega Bayonet, but it's a large improvement. It looks like Super Saiyan. It looks like Goku being Super Saiyan. Like, it's crazy. I love this. It's amazing. The shiny's so good, I can't get over it. Competitively, it's underused. That's perfectly fine with me. I expected it to be lower, but underused looks perfectly fine for me. Mega Pidgeot is an amazing Pokemon. See, on this Pokemon, the opinions are either very good or very bad. And of course here I'm speaking of Mega Charizard X. Mega Charizard X really does pander to a certain audience. I've heard some people say it's everyone, and I've heard some people say it's an audience of 7-year-old boys. And, you know, I guess I fall into that category too. Maybe I'm a 7-year-old boy at heart. You know, sometimes that happens. Just personally, I'm just gonna list off the reasons why I love this Pokemon, even if it is apparently for 7-year-old boys. I don't know who I heard say that, but somebody said it. The blue fire is just an obvious change. It's an obvious choice. Red fire to blue fire just seems cooler to me. I don't know, I've always loved the cool colors. So when you take fire, a typing that I already love, most of my favorite Pokemon, as you can see in my favorite top 10, are fire. So if you take that and you add blue to it, one of my favorite colors, blue fire is just an amazing change. It's gliding, just like Mega Pidgeot. It looks more focused on its opponent. The spikes, you know, they make it seem more menacing, I guess, and the wings are okay with me. It's nothing good, nothing bad. The wings, the changes they made, they're a different shape now. It's okay. Looks fine with me. Shiny, I would say it's below average, just because of the fact it's an okay shiny, but just because of the fact that it's worse than the original. Because black and blue, I think, work better. Like, that's one of my favorite color combinations. Works better than that green, the greenish blue and blue. Like, you know, it doesn't work that well, the other color combination. So it's pretty much below average because I would take the original over the shiny. Competitively, it is overused. That's great, but for some reason, this is the only Pokemon so far that's been overused. I don't get why there's not more. But, you know what? That's fine with me. I guess I picked the bad Megas. Besides Mega Mewtwo, that was and Ubers. And Mega Lucario, I guess. But let's move on. Mega Metagross. To preface this, I already talked about Mega Metagross in the previous top 10 because Metagross was number 4 on the list. So I'm going to talk about some of the same points. So just if you already watched my top 10, be prepared for that. If you haven't, go and watch it before this video. It was a really nice video. It was really well made. So just go and watch that video. Click off right now, then come back and watch the rest of this video, you know? So its design, it really brings a unique design aspect. It's a fusion aspect. So if you didn't know, this is a concept that many people have touched on. Beldum is the original, right? Then Metang is 2 Beldums as its arms, and then Metagross is 2 Metangs, so it's 4 Beldums as its arms, and then the 2 Metangs with the 2 body pieces. And then Mega Metagross is the 2 Metangs, 4 Beldums, and then I think it has more in the back. I don't remember or not. If it does have more arms in the back, then those are more Beldums. If not, this is just an amazing Mega in general. Oh my god, Mega Metagross is just amazing. It is a huge improvement. The fact that it's levitating and it just focuses a little bit more on the psychic aspect. That normal Metagross doesn't really look like it could be too much of a psychic type. I could see it, but it's not too focused on it. The Mega Metagross looks more focused on it, even though I feel like they could go more in depth on it. They're still more focused on it, and I like that about this Pokemon. It's shiny. Oh my god. Oh my god, what can you even say about this shiny? It's amazing. It's probably my favorite, or if not my second favorite, definitely. The white and gold just contrast amazingly. The blue cross is cool. It's probably the best color you could use besides gold, which, I guess it is the best color you could use besides gold, which, I don't know. I guess the claws, because it's a palette swap, so I understand why the cross is a different color. Actually, I don't. But that's another topic for another day. Yeah, the blue cross is amazing. The white and gold contrasts really well. I guess I rambled a little bit there. Competitively, the Mega Metagross is Ubers. Obviously, I'm happy about it. Its worst stat is special attack at 105.
You stupid.
Which is still amazing. That's crazy. The fact that the worst stat is still has 3 digits. The worst stat for this Pokemon. That's just amazing. But moving on. In the #1 spot, it is Mega Rayquaza. Now, I think a lot of you saw this coming, but just imagine Rayquaza. Then you add these fiery ribbons coming from the sides of its head, flowing all the way down to its tail. This claw mouth thing, I don't even know what to call it. It just makes it look better. And then the fiery black pattern on its eyes. Oh, it just makes this Pokemon almost perfect as a Mega. Obviously, that's why it's at #1. This shiny, shiny's just so good. Like, when I said Metagross was either my favorite or my second favorite, this is the shiny that will be competing with it for my favorite shiny. The black is very fitting with the fire aspect, which the fire aspect came out of nowhere, honestly. The fire aspect really did come out of nowhere for this shiny, for Mega Rayquaza. But I really like the fact that they're just going with it and they're following it. So the black just goes really well. You think about smoke, you think about char, you think about burned things. It works really well. This shiny is just, and the contrast between the black and the outline of the shiny is just like a light orange, and the ribbons are a light orange, like lava or fire. It just works so nicely. Competitively, it is, I think this tier is called AG, or Anything Goes. It is literally in its own tier. That is how overpowered Mega Rayquaza is. The amount of power is just insane. It can Mega Evolve without a Mega Stone, which means it can use any kind of item you want. I don't know what item this Pokemon is run with, but I don't know, Leftovers, Life, or whatever you run with this Pokemon with. It just needs the move, which I don't remember what the move is called. I think it's called Dragon Ascent. I remember now. It's still even a good move. It's not even taking up a move slot. It's probably going to be in your moveset anyway, so you have no sacrifice. You can just Mega Evolve and still have an item anyway, when the other Pokemon will be weighed down with the fact that when you Mega Evolve, you don't have the choice of an item anymore. So that's why Mega Rayquaza is my favorite Mega Evolution. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this unscripted top 10. There were some points when I rambled, maybe I cut them out, maybe I didn't. You guys will see in the video. Just like last time, this top 10 is just a way for you guys to know a little bit more about me. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch my past videos. I do Nuzlockes as well as this. If this is your first video with me, I do Nuzlockes as well as top 10s so far. I guess this is my second top 10, so I do Nuzlockes way more. Right now I'm doing my Pokemon Pearl Nuzlocke. Make sure to go watch the next video. As of now, I just finished recording episode 17 and just uploaded episode 15 today. I really like how episode 15 turned out, so make sure you go watch that one and watch the rest of the episodes on my channel. So, without further ado, roll the outro.